welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be discussing Sweet Caress by Keimjae. Now before we get started, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled in this manhwa, go ahead and click off now. No worries, I'll catch you next time. Now for those of you left behind, let's go over some content warnings. There may be references to animal abuse, sexual assault, and violence, as these things do appear in the manhwa. Now before we hop straight into the review, I do want to thank anyone who's watching this video and for those who provide such good feedback. I didn't realize I was over editing my audio, so hopefully this time it'll be better. I actually have a huge fear of being too loud. I have a tendency to get really loud when I'm passionate, and I can't tell you how many times I've been told to be quiet and turn it down. So I think that kind of worked its way into my editing as well. So yeah, I appreciate the feedback. So hopefully the sound will be better on this one. Please feel free to leave any feedback, recommendations, what have you, in the comment section down below. I do read them, I promise, and yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. As always, let's start with a quick synopsis. Woojin is a shy man. He has a gloomy look, with dark black hair covering his eyes and dark deep bags under those eyes. As a result, people often avoid him. However, what he lacks in social skills with humans, he has in spades with animals. All creatures are inexplicably drawn to him, and he's drawn to them. But in a world full of humans, Woojin is forced to interact. He wears a wig and sunglasses out and about to make it a bit easier. On the flip side, Sang-yoon, with the looks of an angel, is incapable of forming relationships with any animal, though he desperately wants to. What's worse is that he owns and operates his own dog cafe, and even has a cat room in the upstairs apartment for the cat he longs to own one day. During a misunderstanding, Woojin and Sang-yoon end up meeting each other. When Sang-yoon realizes Woojin can draw in animals of all kinds, he hires him to work at the cafe. There, he helps Woojin overcome his inability to communicate with others. All the while, Woojin falls head over heels for Sang-yoon. So let me start off and say that the art is gorgeous. Probably some of my favorite art that I've seen in manhwa. The cover art and banners can sometimes be deceiving, showing the best while the art in the actual comic isn't all that great. But there is no deception here. The art in the banner is identical to the art you see in the comic itself. As a sucker for a pretty picture, I can't sing the praises of this enough. What's truly great about this manhwa, though, is that not only has great art, but has a wonderful story to go right along with it. It's concise and straightforward, with just the right amount of build-up and tension between the two male leads. The plot's short, which is actually to its advantage. There's not a ton of fluff that confuses the story or distracts from the romance, which is exactly what I want from some lovey-dovey manhwa like this. Now, I couldn't possibly end this review without talking about my precious bean, Woojin. He might be my favorite lead character of all time. He's just so cute, adorable, sweet, and kind. I think I fell in love with him myself. If you don't read this for any other reason, Woojin is worth it. Sang-yoon is beautiful and sweet in his own right, but it took me time to warm up to him, unlike Woojin, who I was head over heels for almost instantly. He is definitely my type. Now, as far as negatives go, I don't know that I can come up with any that are true negatives. The only thing I can come up with is that it's just too short for me. I wish I could live in the world of Woojin for a bit longer so I could continue to see Woojin and Sang-yoon's romance flourish. Again, though, that's hardly a negative. This is definitely worth reading, and I can't recommend it enough. Now, with all that being said, what more is there to say? I love this manhwa so much. It's beautiful and the story's well crafted. It's about as good as short BL manhwa can get. I highly recommend it for anyone who loves romance, manhwa, BL, or just beautifully crafted comics because this checks all of those boxes. So, have you read Sweet Caress? If so, what do you think? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you not? Let me know and comment below. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Bye!